Technology is revolutionising all industries, and luxury is no exception to that. But there appears to be an inherent conflict between the world of luxury and its emphasis on craftsmanship and careful manufacturing and the click-to-buy culture. So how are heritage brands adapting to the innovations and opportunities offered by the internet and new technologies? I'm joined by Mimma Viglezio, a management consultant with experience of working within the luxury industry, from the Gucci Group to smaller startups. Mimma, I want to start by asking about your experience of working with the luxury industry. How quick were their brands to get online?
Well, the industry has been very slow to react to the, let's call it more the digital revolution, because in a way they were all about, a little bit scared about making it too democratic, too accessible to a wider audience. And so they took time to become e-commerce available, which already was a problem. But now the problem is that they think that's enough, and it's not enough, because the digital era gives you so many possibilities, to use data, to do revolutionary things in your stores, and nobody seems to be ready to do it. Nobody wants to be an innovator. Everybody is following what they think it's the minimum they have to do.
I mean, I noticed that talking to various different luxury brands, they're very keen to tell you about their newly updated website. They're very keen to show you about the little videos they make, but these seem to me quite piecemeal innovations. They're just it's just window dressing, really. When you talk about the things that they could do, what kind of examples do you think you could give about sort of really harnessing the power of the internet in terms of data?
Well, I think first of all, analyze data and contact your client in a different way, because you probably know that whenever you buy something or you sign up for something, even by mistake, then you get bombarded by email that are obviously for everybody. So nobody's really trying to do, or very few people are trying to do it more tailor-made. But the other thing that will happen, but it's not happening yet, it's in the retail world. I mean, the retail world is changing. The store cannot be the store as it used to be anymore. People need to be seeing and buying and being welcome in a store in a different way. And there are already so many things that can be done, like, I'm going to give you an example, like an app that you can decide to have it on or off.
Yeah.
Where, you click on it, you go into one of the big department stores and someone knows you're coming in and you are the best client. So someone welcomes you and they know from your whatever feed that you're going on holiday, or you're happy, or you're unhappy. I don't know.
Or they know that you looked at swimsuits last week, so they might tell you that there's been a new shipment in, or whatever it is.
Exactly. They're doing this a little bit with companies like Lyst that are obviously giving data to companies like Net-a-Porter. But then once I bought like a whatever brand bikini, and now I receive everything from that brand, which is certainly a brand I don't use. So it still needs to be refined.
I mean, there's a lot of conversation about this digital revolution. There's this kind of parity between what you can do with the technology you've got online and the internet exposure that you might have, but also this sort of bricks and mortar shop experience, and this digital experience being the kind of combination of the two, so that when you go into the shop with your app, there's a response. I mean, I suppose quite obviously, Apple are one of the most obvious innovators in this regard, in that you can shop with your phone, and then there's a kind of dialogue going on. And I think Apple's quite interesting also from the point of view of the watch. They're moving into the luxury industry. I don't know what your kind of thoughts are on how Apple are positioning themselves as a luxury brand in this kind of environment.
Well, it's quite interesting because they're doing exactly the opposite, as everybody's saying, of what they've done with their other products. And there are obviously trying to get into the language and the environment and the people of the fashion industry, which is quite weird because, their products change fast, they're not durable, they're not there forever. I'm not sure there is an agenda behind for something to come that we don't know, because of course they hire people from the industry, but it's very weird, you go online today and you can't buy an Apple watch immediately because it's not available, but then fashion people have it. So I haven't decided yet what they're really trying to do, but it's very interesting because they want to enter this territory that they didn't own, but with their own language.
I mean, thanks, Mimma. I think what you say about Apple is fascinating from the point of view of where we're at with the luxury industry, in that it's a new luxury brand and it's totally changing our perspective on what a luxury brand can be. And also, it's sort of destabilizing for many cases, the sort of brand influence and what they're going to do with their own heritage packages on which they've built, you know, these incredibly long-lasting brands. We'll be discussing these issues and more at the FT Business of Luxury Conference in Monte Carlo from June the 7th to the 9th, 2015.